Gracious. Always gracious. Gracious under pressure.
I think of Kathleen as leadership.
Kathleen.
Creative. She does an amazing job of taking the library. I've lived in other communities where the library is just another place. And she took that and made it really one of the center points of our community, which I think is incredible. You know, we've always enjoyed taking our kids there.
She has created a sense of community in that library that Howell has just grown exponentially because of it.
Kathleen, I would say kind,
trustworthy, committed, and reliable.
Integrity, professionalism, and just overall fun to be around.
Other words come to mind.
Caring. She seems to care deeply both about Rotary, her career, which she's now retiring from, and her family. And she always shows interest in my personal life, my family, and it seems like she cares deeply about everyone she meets.
authentic,
Intelligent, highly organized, and very strong-willed.
fair, and thoughtful.
Very committed with the Rotary in particular. She often signs up for different events and helps out where she can.
Hardworking, community, and wonderful.
Dedicated. Takes a long time to keep that process moving, keep it rolling forward, handling all the issues that she has in life. Rotary, private, everything else she's done so well.
Her leadership in a way, when they were going to remodel the library.
Right away is warm, caring, and giving. When I joined the community here, she opened her heart and her business and the library, also to La Casa and to myself. So.
Very wise, very thoughtful, well thought out plans.
Well, organized. She has organized that library and has a wonderful staff.
So a great giving person that I love. I love Kathleen Zaenger.
She's a positive energy. She's classy, but I would say if anything, she's just like a bedrock, a foundation. And the thing I found about her is she's always around. She's always there. And you know, being with the library for so long, being with the community so long, it's good when you have that person in the community that's just it's like a foundation that the rest of the community builds themselves on.
3 words: leader, great community partner, and super enthusiastic.
First, welcoming. Kathleen was very welcoming when I joined Rotary and the Tour de Livingston committee, and she made me feel right at home.
With her, she is so genuine in the discussion you have with her, whether it's about family, whether it's about work, or Rotary, or whatever the case may be. She's just genuine to the core.
So kind. I've never seen her in a bad mood. I've never seen her say anything negative. She always says a kind word, and she's always there in the background, always there to help and support, and is just always calm and organized and just a wonderful person.
She is a charming woman. So I think charming comes right to the top.
And caring. Outside of the box, which I don't know is one word, but I think it is with hyphens.
Hey, what
her great smile. She's always happy.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Generous with your praise. You always turn things around when somebody says, "Oh, Kathleen, great job." You always turn it around and you thank the other person or the other organization. You are so generous with that.
She's always ever so gracious, always available to talk and has something to say.
Also fun. I love her sense of humor. She's just willing to laugh with the best of them, and she's got a great laugh. So.
And really a kind individual. She is just a very, very open, warm, loving individual. So that's a lot of fun.
She's a very dependable person. She's one that you can count on to do what she says she's going to do.
And I view her as a visionary. She's done some great work with the library.
I have to think dedication. I mean, you've been here for a long time. I don't know the number. Longer than me, which is a long time. So we're going to miss you.
She's very friendly, always has a smile on her face, and very pleasant to be around.
She is kind and focused on the community and loves what she does.
She's bright, dedicated, and organized.
A really strong leader. Her job at the library and what she's done has been amazing, and she has kept our library at this level all the way. I just have huge respect for Kathleen as a leader in our community.
Very bright, intelligent, someone who can work with people.
She exuded was class. She was always prepared and on top of things and professional, and she does everything with so much class.
Third, I'm disappointed she's leaving. I mean, I've been trying to keep her to stay for at least another year, but she's told me no, unfortunately. But
your third word was disappointing.
Third word, I'm disappointed, Kathleen, that you're not staying. We're gonna miss you in Howell.
Kathleen always has a smile on her face, and I think when she asks you, how are you doing, she really is vested in the answer and is just a great listener, and just, I think, approaches life with kind compassion for other people.
When you took over the registration for Tour to Livingston, and you know, you are a small in stature woman, and you were like Patton, you know, out there telling everybody what to, it was great, and they were all watching, riveted, and everything just ran so smoothly. You knew what you were doing, they knew you knew, and they would have followed you off a cliff, man.
Kathleen's been a big part of our Zemp Legacy project, as you know, and I think when you're working in a large group with her, she has the ability to center people, to help keep the focus in line, and to help keep progress moving forward. She just kind of is a gift for those kind of things.
Yeah. She's very active. I think it was more than just a job for her being at the library. I think she was very active in trying to, you know, connect the people who are coming in to use the services with actually all the great things that are happening in the community.
I think what kind of perked my attention up, and this may sound silly, but she mentioned to me that she is a big Moody's Blues fan, and that she goes around to see them at different venues when they're out on the road. So I'm a big Moody Blues fan too, so I kind of said, well, geez, a fellow Moody Blues fan.
And she has just taken on-site registration like a pro. And this past year, everyone had already set up the event, and it was, 5 o'clock on Friday. And I noticed Kathleen was still there. And I said, do you need any help? And she's just going through the final details and just making sure everything was buttoned up, and she let me help her a little bit, but she was just so efficient and a master. I really remember the Bowl for Kids' Sakes that I've done with Kathleen, which is through Rotary, obviously, as she knows. But one year I brought my son, and she was thrilled about that, and I just always had fun times with her.
Is that she always has purple. She wears a lot of purple, and I just think that is passion. So I think she has a lot of passion for what she does, and she wears it on her sleeve.
One of the most recent activities I worked with Kathleen on was the Zemp Legacy Project, and just how focused in detail and, again, that long-term vision stood out for me with working with her.
Kathleen and the librarian from Heartland decided that's not the way we were going to distribute the money. We think their needs were different in different areas, Fowlerville, and so we distributed it the way we wanted to. No problem doing it, we had the money. But about a month later, as chairman of the county library board, I got a nasty letter from the state saying, you can't do that. We told you how to distribute the money. Well, we didn't change it, we left it just the way that was. And the next year, they did the same thing, we did the same thing, and kind of from the leadership from Kathleen, they didn't send a letter that time.
But most of the time was learning about a woman's perspective on life, about her husband, about her family, about serving, and it was inspiring to me. She really was inspiring. Really looking at somebody who has finished out their career and seeing what the future holds and the possibilities with a different mind than I have, much more analytical and scientific, if you will, and open to the awe of the universe that will come to her, was really awesome to know.
Was a Citizen of the Year. She introduced me as the next Citizen of the Year. And of course, in that process, nobody in the auditorium, in the room, knows who it is until they get to a certain point in the speech. Well, Kathleen did an excellent job, and of course, I'm knowing who the Citizen of the Year is as she's describing it. And she did such a fabulous job in the introduction. And there's this bond between her and I because of Citizen of the Year and her introduction, and I really got to know her then during that process and afterwards. And it was a great experience for me, and she did such a wonderful job.
Kathleen is always willing to bowl for kids. She takes it for the team every time, and even though bowling is not her forte or her favorite thing to do, she does it.
And she's good.
And she is, and she represents us well. So I just so much appreciate that she does that and takes it for the team, and I don't have to do it. So.
We've had a couple of experiences bowling together. I am one of the world's worst bowlers, and she's always come with a fun attitude about bowling. It's not really about the sport, it's about helping raise some money. So she'll come and she'll have a good time with it, and that's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we're not a super competitive group. Instead, we can go, we just enjoy making the money and helping the cause.
I was starting to get involved in the community, and I really met Kathleen first through the library. And I thought, oh, she's a librarian. And then all of a sudden, just time after time after time, I just kept seeing her and this and that, and I found out, wow, she's way more than a librarian. That's the thing that intrigued me her, because not that I want to stereotype librarians, but usually you think of librarians, they sit in the library and they're nice and quiet, they're there to help you, but they don't go outside the library. And I said, you're not a librarian. You're really much more than that, and I can see why she's done so well with the community, because she's way more than a librarian.
Seen her on a tractor when she won the Citizen of the Year award, and I think she was doing something on a tractor, I'm not sure, but that's what I recall about her. It was kind of fascinating.
Great memory. So she was president of Rotary just after I was president. We went to the international convention together with our spouses and had a great time there, and I got to know her, very well as I kind of passed the reins of presidency from me to her.
Some 22 years ago, we started a book group that I facilitate right now, and she's always supported it with funds as well as with gracious thought and help.
It was such a great award for Kathy to win Citizen of the Year. What a wonderful honor that speaks so highly of her, and it gives me just kind of the goosebumps that I was there and I was just so happy for her. Mm-hmm. And I think that is probably one of the highest awards a person could achieve, so that shows you how much respect we have for her in our community.
She has hosted our Pinwheels for Children kickoff for Child Abuse Awareness Month. And again, that shows her caring and giving back to children, the community, the need for safety and security for our children. So our Pinwheel Gardens have grown from like 10 or 15 now to we're almost over 100.
I think the fondest memory I have is we relate on our kids. She always asks about my girls. She's involved in my girls' life. She'll see them volunteer opportunities and work alongside them. She always asks about them and knows them by name. And then I ask her about her daughter as well. And so just that common bond that we have as mothers, I guess.
I hope that she just continues to be the person that she's always been and take that to the next career that she's going to do, which I know she'll do great.
Well, I hope that you spend the next year kind of relaxing and taking stock of things, because what you'll find is that as a little time goes by, you'll start getting involved in so many different things that you'll wonder how you ever had time to work. And so I expect you'll continue to be actively involved in making great contributions to our community. And the biggest advice I have is know when to say no, so that all these activities don't take over your life and you end up working more than you were before you retired.
You just have a wonderful time in retirement. You do all the things you wanted to do and didn't have time to do now. And you come back and see us sometime. Thanks.
I wish for her to stick around the community. I wish that she can have an enjoyable retirement, but I think as a community, we're certainly going to miss Kathleen if she doesn't stay connected. So my wish is that she stays connected to the community.
I wish her good health and time to do all the things that she enjoys. I know she enjoys yoga. It looks like she enjoys traveling, spending time with family. My wish for her would be more time to do all the things she enjoys.
Only one. Find something that you're passionately wild about doing and do it. And keep on doing it. I have the book group, I have Rotary, I have poetry, I have bridge, but something to keep going and enjoy, and something you can't really pass by, and you can always use and use again and again.
Well, certainly I wish her the best of luck and good health and prosperity and retirement. I think my learning from experience, I had no plan when I retired. I drove my wife absolutely crazy because I don't golf, I was a workaholic. So Kathleen, I kind of sense you're a workaholic like me, so get out and do things, stay engaged with Rotary. You and I are going to meet at least once or twice a week for coffee, so we're going to stay in touch. I'd like you to move to Howell so we can get you on the planning commission or engaged. You could even run for mayor, Kathleen. I think you would be splendid. So I'll work on getting you into Howell. But my wish for you is good health, good prosperity, and best of luck. We're going to miss you.
I wish for her to relax and have fun, spend time with family, do all the traveling she wants to do, explore the world, and enjoy herself. And all the best to her, and come and visit us at Rotary because we will miss her, and she needs to come and visit and have lunch with us.
Kathleen, I wish you so much good. You deserve it all in your retirement, but I think I wish you many more hellos than goodbyes. So I think this is just the beginning for you, and of course, it's been a pleasure to work with your husband in my business, and there was a time that Sam worked in our business too, as answering telephones. So I think all of you will celebrate the good, nice things that have happened to you in the past, but there's so many more doors for you in the future.
I wish she has many years of hanging around with her family, being surrounded by loving family and friends, and doing whatever she wanted to do during these many years while she was working. Hopefully now she's got the time, she's got the ability to, go out and explore the world or whatever it is she wants to do.
But I hope she gets a chance to find some of the adventures that she's read about and experience in her own mind, in her own heart. I hope she gets a chance to see some of those things as she retires.
Time with friends and family and fun and just enjoyment and peace to her and her family, and just enjoy her time that she's deserves, and thanks for everything that you've done for our community and being so valued at the library.
I wish her great adventures. I know she's got a really great spirit, and likes to travel, likes to go do fun new things. I just wish her a lot of really grand adventures in life.
Wish her joy, happiness, and again, I think like others have said, is that if she's looking for a place to volunteer, La Casa will open our arms and welcome her in. But again, we wish her the best during this time. Enjoy it, take advantage of that time, travel, be with friends, family, and enjoy herself. She's earned it and worked hard, so she deserves it. The best of luck, Kathleen.
My advice for Kathleen is be selfish. You spent all these years, in the library serving other people, and I think that's the nature of women. They're nurturers. But you know what I would say? It's okay to be selfish. Be super selfish. As a matter of fact, I would say for the rest of your life from here on out, reverse the trend and be super, super selfish. Do everything for yourself, and I think you're going to find out the more that you do for yourself, the more you're actually going to do for everybody around you.
Kathleen, just congrats. I hope you have a fantastic retirement. Travel, eat all the wonderful food, have a variety of experiences, and just love living life.
Enjoy yourself. And please come visit us too, because we'll miss. I hope you're staying in Rotary, but if you're not, best wishes, and we just hope that everything is what you hope for and more.
And so I just hope that the world opens up spaces for her where her courage and bravery to be selfless can be just an avenue, whichever avenue she chooses, can be multiplied. I do think that there's a lot of people in this world that are much younger than her that she could breathe into and pass a little bit of that service above self DNA to others. So I hope that she does that.
Be your wish.
I would just love for she and her good husband to travel and to go to some of these places she's read about. Or
Kathleen, for retirement, I wish you to experience all the things you possibly can. Like you can fit into your day, your week, your month, and your years ahead. So experience everything you can with the traveling and spending time with family and all those wonderful things. And then stay with us. Stay with Rotary. Stick around and work with us because we so much enjoy having you around. So best of luck to you.
3, I wish you well on your retirement. I hope you and hubby travel to far distant lands. Have a wonderful time. Golf, play, enjoy. All the best to you.
I wish you, Kathleen, continued success in retirement, whatever you choose to do with your time and energy. And I know that whoever you interact with while you are retired will benefit. And I hope to see you often.
I would advise her to don't make any strong commitments to anything for at least a year. To travel and enjoy your travel. Explore, meet new people, new places, not just in this country, but around the world. That it will continue her education, which I know she's interested in. So travel, Kathleen. Travel, travel, travel.
I hope that she can just find peace and just be happy out in nature. She's always at peace, but going out and enjoying things that she really, really loves and being able to explore the country and learn new things.